15 overs, 1 maiden, 1 for 45. Liam, I'm delighted to say, joins myself, Michael and Stuart. Welcome back to Test match cricket. How was that day for you?
Yeah, it was good. Obviously, a little bit nervous the last couple of days leading up to the game, but I think getting out there bowling first sort of settled a little bit of the nerves, and yeah, enjoyed it.
When you first saw that Shoaib Bashir had unfortunately broken his finger, did you start looking at your phone thinking, Rob Key's number might be popping up here in a minute?
I didn't originally, but our director of cricket at Hampshire sort of pulled me aside and said, listen, there might be a chance of playing in Manchester, and yeah, so here, and it's a great opportunity.
When he said that, there might be a chance, what did you think? What were your initial thoughts?
Well, obviously excited. I made it quite clear that I probably thought playing Test cricket again was gone really at the age I'm at, so to get the opportunity again is amazing, and yeah, thankfully it went okay today.
So just explain meeting up with the boys, what was it like? You know a lot of them, but you haven't necessarily been in a Test match dressing room with them.
No, I know a lot of lads, played a lot of cricket with and against them, so yeah, it was fine. That wasn't an issue at all. Obviously the buzz of the Test matches is obviously very different to domestic cricket, but yeah, it was good fun.
Do you remember that buzz though from 8 years ago?
I do. I was probably more nervous then actually.
I bet you
sort
were.
of dealt with the nerves a little bit better the older you get. You accept it, but yeah, it was good fun out there today, and it's obviously another big day tomorrow.
Small sample size, but what's it like walking into that dressing room? Because it's a slightly different environment than perhaps one you've been used to before at international level. I'm not talking necessarily about Hampshire here.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's a very relaxed environment. I've obviously only joined up for this Test match, but I think you see from the outside how they've been playing, and then you come into the change room and it's really good fun. So yes, it's been good to be a part of.
What was the message to you from the captain and coach when you got selected, and indeed coming into the game?
Oh, just to be me really, to do what I've done sort of the last 3 or 4 years in red ball cricket, to just be myself, and I think today was exactly what you're going to get. Nothing amazing, but sort of try and do a job for the team.
We'll come back to you. What sort of day did England have?
I think they had a good day. I think that first session they played and missed quite a bit. On another day, they could have nicked a few more balls there and lost a few more wickets at lunch. So, but yeah, we got a new ball in the morning again, which will be a huge period in the game. What
was the conversation at the end there in terms of you carrying on bowling when that second new ball was available?
Yeah, I did say to Stokes, should we take it? But I think he was saying they weren't really going anywhere, so it's probably not an easy time to bat, albeit. But yeah, we gave it a little crack, and then obviously we came off because we felt they were sort of, weren't taking many risks. Well,
also Jadeja had a few fours as well. Might that have come into the equation in the decision to take the new ball and say, right, we're not just going to give away freebie runs. I want to use the second new ball. I can't. Yeah,
a little bit. I think it's one of those, isn't it? If you're sitting in, you might get a wicket, but it's not really a pitch that, at the minute it's not really spinning. So yeah, probably coming off and new ball in the morning is going to be quite big.
Last Test match wicket prior to today was?
Oh, I have no idea.
That's so long ago, he's forgotten.
I don't know.
Ashu Mamla?
Was it? Okay.
Running down the wicket, given not out, you reviewed it.
Okay.
What about this one though? How much satisfaction did this give you?
Yeah, it was nice. I mean, there's not much to work with. I just sort of tried to bowl a sort of off stump line, and obviously natural variation, a little bit of drift will sort of negate where the ball goes. But yeah, it was nice to get that and yeah, pick up a wicket.
That sort of line there that you're referring to, are you aiming at like somewhere around there, Jamie's sort of foot or something like that? Because Nathan Lyon always spoke about aiming for the gloves of the keeper or the foot, depending on that attacking line outside off stump.
To be fair, I don't really think about it, to be honest. I just sort of try and land it in and around the area, and obviously natural variation sort of takes over a little bit.
You had a conversation with Michael a while ago down in Bristol, was it?
Yeah, I probably asked him a couple of unfair questions actually, but it was about this. It was about coming back to Test cricket and what lies ahead. But I suppose, given the journey you've had, it's very much just stay in the moment and enjoy every single moment, and what will be, will be. Yeah,
without doubt. I've looked at this week as, as a chance of playing for England again, and just try and enjoy it however it goes, really, because, as I said, I'm not getting any younger, so try and enjoy each day as it comes and see what happens.
And off air, he just asked you about being a spinner in this Ben Stokes-led team, where he's going to bowl first more often than not, and you're going to be bowling on the first day. You have to adjust your sights a little bit as a spinner, because your role is very different in that instance.
Yeah, definitely. I think for me, I think fields are a really big part of that sort of early on in the game. I'm not afraid to have people out and sort of, happy to go for a few easy ones to sort of negate the boundary, but obviously as the game goes on that can change. But yeah, that's something I've done for a few years now, sort of early on in games, and yeah, I'll hopefully continue to do that.
Can I ask on that? So you've looked to control your field today. Stokesy as a captain with Jack Leach and Shoaib Bashir controls the field and sort of said, this is the field, bowl to it. You came in today and said, this is the field I'd like to settle in with, and he let you do that.
Yeah, he did. I had a chat with him a couple of days out at training. I just said, listen, I think, you know, my field, just be clever, you know, how we use him, and he was fine with that. So yeah, I think try and do what I've done the last sort of 3 or 4 years in domestic cricket and sort of try and bring that into this.
And is Jeetan Patel somebody you've worked with before, or are you
bits.
just at a stage now where you don't need, you know, anybody, you just kind of need to tick along?
I think you always need someone to talk to. So yeah, but you know, the age I'm at, I'm not going to massively change my game. Got to keep it very simple, but obviously it's good to chat to Jeets and throw a few ideas around. But from a technical point, there's probably not much I can change at the age I'm at now.
Talk about going head-to-head with Rishab Pant, because we've watched him very carefully and we've got no idea what he's going to do. Are you trying to read what he's trying to do or what?
No, I've no idea either. What a player he is. But yeah, listen, I'm just trying to bowl the best ball you can, and you know, if he decides to play an attacking shot, so be it.
But I've always felt you were a very good reader of batsmen, perhaps coming from a good solid white ball background. Are you trying to read any sort of little tells that he's coming?
I did a couple of times and dragged one down thinking he was going to come down. So there's a little bit of cat and mouse there, but yeah, I mean, ideally try and bowl your best ball as much as you can.
Final one, what's par and what do you think this pitch is going to do? Because it looked grassy to start with this morning, but it looks quite dry underneath. What are you seeing with the surface?
I think as the game goes on, it might spin out the rough obviously a little bit more. I'm not sure from straight, but you know, if we can bowl them out for around, I don't know, 375 maybe, and then you know, bat big, then hopefully we're in for a good shout.
Great to see you back. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
See you tomorrow.
Cheers, boys.
Thank you, Dawson.
Well done, Dawson.
Cheers, boys. Thank you.
Well done.
Cheers.
He's going to be nervous despite all the cricket he's played.